The Kanban method is becoming a very popular approach to personal time management. It comes to us via modern project management methods from an origin in 1950s manufacturing with the Toyota Production System, TPS. So in this video, we'll look at what is the Kanban method and how to apply it to personal time management. The word Kanban is Japanese and it means billboard, and it refers to a board that was used within the Toyota Production System for tracking the progress of work through a series of stages. And it's been adopted as a project management approach for tracking work through a series of stages, particularly in IT project management and working on IT operations. A Kanban board is typically divided into a number of vertical sections or stages in the life cycle of a piece of work, and each task that is going to go through that life cycle is allocated to a card, and the name of the person or people responsible for that piece of work are written on the card. The card then starts off in the first column and is moved from one column to the next as work proceeds with that task. You can immediately see how this could be useful to you in personal time management. It's ideally suited when you're managing tasks that go through the same basic set of stages. For example, if you're a writer and you write articles, then those stages could be an idea, a draft, a polished draft, a published article, and fee received. As with many time management approaches, it works well in analog. Original Kanban boards were just whiteboards with lines drawn on them and cards stuck to them. Now, of course, there are plenty of project management software tools that you can use for creating your own Kanban boards, and many of them offer free tiers. I'll put links to some of them in the description below. So here's how you can use the Kanban method for your own personal time management. First, you need to determine the stages that make sense for the things that you do. Keep them as generic as you can so that you can use the Kanban method for the widest number of activities in your life or in your workplace. Second, put each task that you could do onto a card. Also add to that card other useful information about the task, and you may want to use different coloured cards to code for tasks in different areas of your work or your life. Those cards start out on the first column of your Kanban board, which is typically something like a backlog of things to do, or a could-do list, or yes, you might call it your to-do list. It could simply be a list of ideas. As you start work on a task, move the card to the next stage. The board will let you see where each task is in the overall process, and therefore let you evaluate your level of progress overall and which task you will want to work on next. I like to sort my cards into a logical order so that the ones that have the closest deadline or are the most important are nearer the top of my board, so that I can see that those cards should be moving faster through the board. With a bin at the beginning and a bin at the end for tasks that are either not yet started or have been completed, everything else is referred to as work in progress. Manage the amount of work in progress so that it kind of matches the way you like to work. If you have too much work in progress, then you can easily feel overwhelmed. So keep your work in progress in check. And if it starts to get too large, then focus on getting some tasks moved across the board and through to the completion. Clearly, if a task no longer becomes valuable, you may want to remove it from the board or put it into a bin for tasks that are no longer going to be pursued. The Kanban method is phenomenally powerful. It is used to manage whole IT departments in big companies. It can work very well for you, and it is supplemented by some very simple to use and powerful apps that you can use for free on your own personal device or computer. It therefore repays studying a bit, because you might find that the Kanban approach is ideal for your own personal time management and will make you more effective, more efficient, and more productive. Please do give us a thumbs up if you like this video. There's loads more great management courses content to come, so please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and in the meantime, keep learning.